Hey, what's happening, everybody? So I just want to quickly share this with you. This is something that I've covered on the channel many times before, but I was getting ready to cover up this compost in place, which is just a quickly dug hole that I backfill with some kitchen waste. We've got some squash in there, paper towels, eggshells, part of a potato, so nothing like meat goes into this hole, just biodegradable produce and paper products. And so I'm getting ready to backfill this. I thought, you know what, I'll pull out the camera and share with you guys once again this technique that I've been employing for many years in my backyard food forest garden, and that is the compost in place method. Simply dig a quick hole, fill it up with your composting items, and backfill it with soil. Now the benefit to doing it this way, there's several benefits actually. Right now my landscape is extremely dry. Yours might be moist, in which case when you're digging you may see some worms in there already. My landscape gets very dry, parched throughout the summer months heading towards winter. So when I do these compost in place holes, when I'm digging things up, there's no worms in there as of yet. But as soon as the rains come in and the grounds get saturated, they will actually come and migrate into this spot, break this down over the course of one season, turn it into beautiful castings in the garden. This patch of garden was also very hard soil. So that's another reason why I do it, because I'm trying to aerate this area and get some other organic materials worked in to build better soil tilth, better drainage, and stop the cracking that can happen from the clay that's in the soil as well. So help to spread that out a bit. So hey, if you've got a garden plot with available space in it, heading into winter is a great time to practice some of this compost in place technique. Even if you've got a worm bin, maybe it's full, and you can see we've got some produce in there that could be coming from the garden as well. More than likely, my friends, what's going to happen here, we're going to have several squash plants pop out of this hole come spring into summer. You just watch. So that's another benefit, is we're actually doing some early planting here. And you can see how hard the native soil is here. And this has already got other things worked into it, but we're still working on this. Trying to loosen it up, enrich it. And composting in place like this is a great way to expedite soil building in your garden. So we're going to take some of this looser stuff on top. There's actually biochar in here, wood chips. We're going to work some of that in. Covering it up like that is also going to keep any flies away. Now if you're worried about wildlife coming up and digging up some of your compost in place holes, that's never happened in my scenario. If that was an issue, I'd do something to cover up that hole. Maybe put a couple bricks in that area, what have you. My chicken might come up and till through that a bit, which is just fine. She's just mixing it in even better. And if any of those pieces of produce surface, I'll just bury them back up. Anyway, that's my technique. I'm going to do several of these holes in this garden bed here in the fall and get it all worked in. Like I said, aeration, bringing in the worms, adding organic material into the garden, building soil tilth, building your soil profile. That's what this exercise is all about. And at the same time, you're keeping all of that basically fertilizer, just biodegradable material, from ending up at the landfill where it just goes to waste. We're putting it to use here. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Have yourself a great rest of your day. Until next time, this is Dan from PlantAbundance.com. Take care. I'll be talking to you again soon.